Hey, we're back. Sorry about that, people. So yeah,
Yeah.
we'll begin with one simple question: what are all you guys doing currently? How you guys know something is coming? What are you doing though to prep?
Hmm.
Panicking. Combat training.
If I remember right, me and Hayden were working together on getting the figuring out how to get the Zords to merge together. After getting the whole, virtual thingy from
Yeah, I think so. Like, well, figuring out how to practice it, kind of thing. I think we were actually.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's right.
That was a thing as well.
Yes, you contacted Alexa's sister.
Odd.
Oh,
Really.
yeah.
I was surprised if I had a sister. What the fuck?
Hey.
Yeah, I think we did have a plan, but I can't remember what the fuck it was.
Yes, you wanted to use virtual reality tech to practice sword merging, but Alexa's sister, Alexa's mother, didn't have the military applications, but she did have a sister who has military connections. And they agreed they would show up, and so a few days later, Alexa's mum contacts the Rangers and says her sister has arrived and have set up a base that they wish the Rangers to show up in.
I believe someone got disconnected. It was Necro.
Yes.
shocking no one.
Shocking no one.
Welcome back, Necro.
There you go.
Welcome back, Neko.
Internet.
Yeah, we last left off with a fan arriving into town with a logo for a company that just was a simple P with a lightning bolt on it.
What do I feel like this is foreshadowing? What do I feel like this is foreshadowing?
Yeah. So, who are you guys going to meet up somewhere before heading, or you're going to meet up at the meeting location? Like, are you going to all meet up at this base, or are you going to meet up somewhere else first to talk and then head?
I think we should meet up at our base and then head over there to talk to them.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
Sure.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay then. So you're all at the little crystal throne.
Oh. It's going to exactly work.
It's gonna be interesting.
I mean, we're not expecting a trap or anything, are we?
Oh, I don't think that we're going to get trapped by my girlfriend's aunt. I mean, that'd be kind of weird.
I mean, I don't exactly know if my entire any connection my family is connected to this, but
I mean,
I'm
to be
surprised
fair,
if it was.
to be fair, considering the shit we've gone through, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. You've been fighting her sister without knowing it, and, you've been fighting monsters summoned by his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Again, fair enough. So if somehow my aunt's connected to the mist in some way, oh, it's gonna be weird.
Well, there's only one way to find out, and that's to actually go there.
The thing is, we can't actually go there like this.
Yep, we have to morph.
And since this isn't combat, I don't know how long this will last.
Hopefully as long as we will it to.
Yeah, narratively it will be. The Power Rangers were able to maintain their morph while on a talk show once. I'm pretty sure you guys can do it for this.
Wait, what?
Mm-hmm.
That was
Wait,
a thing.
how long was the talk show?
30 minutes.
Was it a struggle
hope for
thing, or
training
like
for
was it just
longer
because
than
like
30
they were
minutes.
fine?
Okay, so about as long as the disguise self.
But
Let's be honest.
again, narratively, the more as long as you spend your PowerPoint, the more will last, unless you get beaten out with it,
Okay.
or willingly deactivate it. The morphing grid isn't that much of a dick. Okay, most of the time.
Okay.
It's not the Omnitrix.
Yep.
Okay.
So with
Let's
that,
fly right of it.
you arrive at a compound that is clearly a newer building that is being currently renovated. At the gates, you just see the words Prometheus written on the side.
Should I be concerned that this?
Prometheus Labs.
Should I be concerned that this is, I don't know, an evil company? Possibly.
If any of you guys
I
want
mean,
to
Sounds
what
like
company,
it.
let's be honest, what company isn't evil to some degree?
if any of you guys want to roll technology, technology is the intelligence role to see if you've heard of this company, feel free.
Okay. What's the difficulty?
It's a military company that's kind of hush hush, so I'm gonna say 13.
I looked at my smarts and saw that I have a D4 shift in this.
27.
Wait, is this my character?
In.
I failed either way. That is an 8. Yeah, I never really paid much attention to my family outside of my immediate family.
Yeah, you've met your aunt a couple of times for a few Christmases, but that's probably about it.
Yeah, she was the one that usually gave a Christmas card with a bit of money inside, and that was about it.
What about our
But I
beloved?
did.
What about our beloved Pamela? Is she gonna roll?
Oh, hell no. I do not have any book smarts. Been spending a year in an egg, so.
Yeah, fair enough.
Well, this company is older than a year old, so.
Sure. Okay, I have 6 smarts and nothing in technology, so.
To be fair, I have 4. You'll do better than me.
I think you got more than most, than most people here.
Yeah.
You know, aside from Hayden.
Yeah. Well, Hayden's got an 8, so.
Well, Siljan, could you roll just to see if you can outdo your sister's girlfriend?
Sure.
Just for
Why not?
Just for my own amusement.
Won't be difficult. I swear she gets a 7.
That's it.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, he's all right.
Again, we all saw that.
See, I knew it.
Yeah. But we're just getting your bad. I just want to get your bad rolls out of the way.
You know, fair
Very
enough.
nice of you, though.
Yeah, well.
Okay, we'll start with Kaylee, which you mostly know Promethean as a new energy company. They experiment and mess with different forms of new energies, trying to make more efficient energy, marketed as cleaner, but you always worry whenever a big company tries to claim eco-friendly.
Yeah.
They say clean, but really it's more radiation.
Other than that, you don't know much. Hayden, this makes sense for you as a military kid.
Mm-hmm.
Your dad, while he's never actually volunteered for any, he has spoke of occasional times where Prometheus has worked with military units that he's been with, and they had some. What your dad talked about is apparently they did have some pretty advanced tech for op missions, like really good radar, some decent weaponry. Yeah. So yeah, the rumors that they have military ties, you can confirm.
Okay.
And coming out, once you arrive, you wait for a few seconds by the gate. I assume you click the button to be like, "We are here," and you see
Yeah,
you see an older woman, probably in her late 40s, early 50s, come out, greyish hair, wearing a well-tailored suit, with green ties, and a white undercoat. And flanked by her are two guys they're guards, and they've got kind of armor on and some weapons. She looks around and goes, "Rangers, Grace Sterling, pleasure to meet you." As she offers a handshake.
Oh, right, we're in the sky. Sorry, I panicked for a second.
I will reach out and shake your hand. Pleasure to meet you.
So you wanted to use our facilities to practice with your tech?
Yes, that it would be most. It would be most generous if this could be arranged.
We should have the facilities needed. Follow me.
We'll follow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go last and just I don't know, keep an eye around, see if anyone's being like, suspiciously cackling evilly in the corner or whatever. Just
You do not see anyone cackling evilly in the corner.
great. I'd like to check all the corners on the way, but yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
It makes sense your character is the most paranoid.
Paranoid.
Yeah. Like, the front of the building is mostly a lot of their, public things, energy reactors, stuff that they're more okay with the public seeing.
And there's the stuff that they won't show.
But then as you get deeper, then you start seeing stuff like robotics practices, more experimental things, more experimental weaponry, more experimental reactors and the like.
Or experimental explosives. Why do they have explosives here?
Yeah.
Oh, there's definitely explosives.
Yeah. As we're walking through, Hayden just like thinks, just like says through the communicators. I just kind of realized the potential issue of allowing a large military corporation access to magic robots.
You
I
act-
respond to the. Sorry.
as you say that, you actually do see a more mystic wing. People experimenting with out there technology. Only they're not doing as well. Only they are clearly struggling more than you did, Hayden.
Looks like you maybe have a job here in the future.
Like I said, my family was built on companies that do well with technology.
Yeah, but like literal, like again, you see what you saw what the laser cannon can do, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
and they could benefit greatly from that kind of thinking.
Yeah, I know, but do you really want? Do you really want that? Do you really want to see that attached to an attack helicopter?
Could that even stay afloat if that thing fired?
I do. You hear
as
your
long as you
brain speak.
I mean, as long as you had the recall probably sorted.
Considering how they're struggling, I don't think they'd have it.
Can you one of you roll me? What would be a good thing for this? To hide the fact that you're clearly talking to each other, if you want to try and hide that.
Deception.
Deception, probably.
Yeah.
And
I need to roll that.
yeah,
No,
well, you.
actually, I'm gonna have Hayden roll it since he's the one who initiated this little
Yeah.
private chat.
Roll what?
Deception.
Okay, I will say, with the communicators we have,
Oh,
So-
this isn't for them to listen in. This is for them to, pick up that you guys are talking with each other, clandestinely.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so deception?
Yeah, it's not. They're not going to be able to magically hear you. They don't have that kind of tech here.
Okay, but I will let you know I do have a 0 in deception.
Yes, I know.
So do I.
But you're the
And
one. But you're the one who initiated this talk. And I assume you got Grace is giving you the speechify about what they do here. I'm assuming none of you are really listening to her.
I'm trying to, but yeah.
Goes over your head. But it's more propaganda than actual informative information.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it is trying to spin them as in a good light, of course. But there's no, they're not going to they're not going to try and be like, here are all the reasons why you shouldn't trust us.
Mm-hmm.
Not named Dark Bad.
Yeah. Okay. Hard to tell if Grace is able to pick up that if she's able to pick up that. Okay then, Rangers. This is Anthony. She gestures to a guy in a lab coat. If you hand him the technology, we will put it into our systems, and you can begin training.
Well,
Hayden, you're the one with the drive that has all the information.
Wait, I thought you had it.
No, you have it.
well.
Who has it?
Oh God, not this.
Who's on first? Grace jokes.
So I forget who actually has it though.
We're gonna say
You're
you.
the-
You're
I
the
would have thought it was you.
I literally gave it to you last time.
Okay, that was. Oh yes, yeah. I definitely remember that from over a month ago.
I'm sorry, we've been ill.
Okay, that was before you were ill. Anyway. But yeah, so yeah, Hayden pulls out.
Responsible for one of those times we missed. Just teasing you a bit.
But yeah.
So yeah, you hand Anthony the key, and he's like,
Yeah, pulls out the thing.
if you head inside, we'll try to hopefully connect your mist power to our systems.
Mm-hmm.
Did we mention anything about Miss Power to these people?
No,
Wait, how do you know about? Okay, how did you know about that?
Yeah, we didn't actually mention that to you.
you didn't. But Grace says, I was attacked by a mistborn when I was younger, and that's one of the things that caused me to start this company.
Can I in?
Inside that, like, were you aware of that? Of your aunt being attacked? Roll history.
You were not aware.
There's a. Huh. I'm just further back than we figured. Okay then.
But yeah, more insight for how genuine that is.
Wait, would that be? There isn't really there really isn't an insight. There's deception, which I guess it would be, as Eliza has said before, to lie and to see through lies.
Yep.
All right, I'll roll her.
Exactly.
Yep. So roll deception against hers then. Well, not hers, because honestly, she doesn't need to roll.
Yeah, fair enough. 16.
She is telling the truth.
Huh. Guess they've been slipping out much farther back than we thought.
And the mayor did say to you guys months back that now and then it's rare, but mist creatures can leak even when an incursion is not happening. For short periods of time. It's where a lot of the world's myths come from.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then
But yeah, Hayden's gonna go up and you say Yeah, well, I should probably be the one to go plug it in because I know how it works.
The guy nods. Grace looks at him, then nods as well, and goes, "Okay, then Blue, come with me." As he leads you to a lab, and yeah, he leads you to a Grace. Then leads the girls to a big open dome area. Pretty much think the Danger Lab from X-Men.
Mhm.
The Danger Room. This is where the VR stuff should activate. There should be enough space to practice with your robot things. I don't know if you have a term for them.
The term
You're
you're looking
not.
for would be...
You're not there, Hayden. You're being led to another lab.
Oh, okay.
The term is Zords.
She nods. We'll put that in our database then. She seems to make a mental note, and she's a bit standoffish. You can feel that she kind of with the role you made earlier. It's not that she does dislike you guys. It's the fact that she's been trying to work on this kind of shit her entire life, and now some random fucking kids have shown up, and they're like, "Yeah, we've been beating fucking Mistborn left, right, and center for months with ease." Well, seemingly ease. Yeah, Grace leaves you in the thing to talk.
This should be interesting. Much more advanced than I initially thought. Huh.
I'm
I'm not complaining.
surprised that they know about the myths.
To be fair, things have been slipping out on occasion. So it's not entirely impossible.
One of my mom's career.
Could you speak up, please, Eliza? You cut out there.
One of my mom's careers is literally based around writing books about, well, fantasy stories that involve things that I've now seen from the myths. So
It's the stuff's basically based off of myth and legend.
yeah.
So, the more pronounced it is, the more likely they'll be around. Bigfoot, Mothman, the Loch Ness Monster. Pretty big stories.
My amazingness. You once again hear the songbird from the Blade speak up.
I'm guessing just her hearing that then.
No, all of you. Again, you can all.
No, talking Sarge.
Yep.
And the Thunderbird from, what is it, Native American mythology?
Yes.
At this point, we cut to Hayden. You're brought into probably the biggest lab in this complex, and take your lab at the base at a school, and times it by like 18%, 800% more technology, and that's what this lab is. It's like this is the lab of your dreams.
I just like looks around for a minute.
There's a lot of cool shit. Even you don't understand what half this stuff will do. You could probably figure it out if you spent a long enough time here, but right now you're like, ooh, what's that?
Ooh, shiny.
Yeah.
Ooh, biscandy. Ooh, biscandy.
Basically, yeah. He's probably a bit distracted as he's like going through. Just observing everything he can, trying to figure out what everything is.
Over here, Blue. Turns on the guy turns on the computer. Starts putting in some codes and blah blah blah. Tech, TV tech stuff.
Oh right, yeah. Oh wait.
Been looking forward to looking into your code for your robots. I've actually saw them in combat a few times. With our Gorn software, it's like I would love to be able to dissect it in person. Wait, dissect is probably the wrong word to use.
Depending on your perspective, maybe.
You know what I mean.
You know what? From what I'm aware of, dissect might not be the most inappropriate word.
Do they have some kind of sentience?
Some do. Most do. Yeah.
Oh, interesting. That does make
Yeah, so
sense.
dissect might not be the most inappropriate word for it.
I just realized America could have made action figures based off these things now that they're actually seen in public.
You think he isn't?
There is no way somebody is not making action figures.
You know what? Fair enough. Fair enough.
The mayor definitely yes.
God damn it! Now I want one.
I like just go out and buy everyone's Zord plushies. To be fair, I'm pretty sure the Nessie Zord would make a pretty good plushie.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Big floppy noodle.
he gives you limited access to the computer systems for obvious reasons. You know, security risk and all that. But that you plug in the code and put in the data.
I imagine they probably use it as an adaptable or anything. That way, they just can't just copy and paste the code.
Sadly, you are going to need to give the code fully into their system for them to be able to do this. It was built so you would have to share the code with them if you want to do this, because they are not idiots. They want something out of this.
Fine. All right. Plugs it in.
You probably could figure out a way to circumvent this, but it would be very obvious.
Yeah, I imagine so.
How do I circumvent this? How do I circumvent this? Sucker punch!
With that, you update the code, and then are escorted down by a lift. You guys, behind you, you hear a whoosh as two double doors open to an elevator, and Hayden comes out.
Yeah, welcome back, Blue. How are things?
Yeah, kind of had a discussion and realized if you want to take apart a Zord, dissection might be the best term for it.
You're talking about?
I hear that you're right.
I
don't like it.
I choose not to volunteer if that is on the table. Thunderbird says.
You know what? Fair enough. Honestly, I don't think any of our Zords are going to volunteer, nor are we going to make them.
I volunteer Yeti. We don't really need that piece of shit.
As much as Bigfoot probably doesn't mind that, I say no.
I'm just gonna flip the sword, like, just to make it stop making like little remarks, like that sword.
Yeah, you pretty much just put it deep into the sheath.
Yeah, I was find the mute button.
I was just imagining the hilt has the bird head on it and just pinch the beak like shish.
So like Mary Poppins' umbrella.
You bought a doll-sized ball gag.
No. No.
Where would I even get one?
The licensed BDSM Barbie.
God damn it!
I hope that's not a thing.
It actually
God
exists.
damn it.
Good lord.
Well, enough about the horrors of Mattel. So, should we get going with
Yeah, we
some
should.
resorts? How does this work here, Peyton?
Imagine we just go this way, whatever the chamber is.
You're in the chamber, and you hear over the intercoms. Just let us know when you want to start, and we'll power up the system.
Yeah.
Okay. let's hope this works.
Once you give them the go ahead, they power up the system, and pretty much it's full holodeck style, where you now find yourselves pretty much standing in a desert.
It's actually really nice. And really authentic. I can really feel the heat coming through my suit. It's not fun.
And you can all summon your swords as normal, and without the cost of power points.
Well, yeah.
Oh,
Lord goes.
Essentially, you can practice your trying to fuse your swords together in here with relative safety, as long as you have the feature. Do any of you have the merging feature?
I know for a fact that me, Hayden, and Kelly, Kelly, have that on our Zords. I don't know about Pam's.
Nope. I've got call to action and recall for repairs.
That should.
On your swords, yeah, I just forgot to. So that's they do have them. I just forgot to put them on. That's
Okay.
my bad.
God damn it. We're professionals, people. Yeah, it should be under perks usually.
Yeah, I'll put it on. Yeah, I can put the combiner on in a second. Give me a second.
And I just realized I have to update the Megazord look.
We're professional. Everyone, I'm gonna need you to, for the first attempt, to all roll me piloting.
Okay. Do I have to roll it
Okay.
twice because I technically control the Yeti Zord?
Technically, yes. Once to merge with your teammates, the other to merge with your sister.
Yes.
Okay, let's see. Driving, no specialization, no skill shift. Difficulty, I don't know. No snag game. Please no snag.
Or I could just have you roll one with a snagalizer.
Oh. Okay.
Driving. Critical success.
Okay.
God
Two
damn it,
driving.
it's two.
First one.
Liza, I just said roll one with a snag.
Oh, sorry. Let me re-roll that then.
Well,
That's 3 critical successes in a row, mind you. What the fuck?
Liza, just roll another normal one, and we'll take the weakest number.
That ain't much weaker.
No.
What the fuck, everyone?
So yeah, you're all able to. You guys have spent ages with your swords. Some of you have even deeper connection than that with Pam. You think it's going to be much harder to do this, but no. You call out your swords' names. You jump, and you all are able to make your combo swords. We see the we see the 3 original Rangers in cockpits staying side by side, and then we see Pam off in her own sword with the Yay and Thunderbird combined.
Yep. Which reminds me, Lil, I still need you to give me a character sheet to make the Thunderbird Sword combiner form.
What kind of sheet do you need for that?
NPC. I asked you to give that to me about a month ago, but because of all the things that happened, we never got around to that.
Yep. We're professional.
We're professionals.
Okay, Eliza, I'm giving you it.
I I can work on that while we're playing the game today.
Do you want since you guys have been able to hold it out, do you guys want to us to summon you up an opponent?
That might be a good idea. Give it a test drive.
Let's see how well this thing runs. I've actually been a count better. I was just doing like a. Yeah, this will be fine. This will be fine.
And summoning, what you find yourself fighting is a giant pig with an old Greek-style helmet. Soldier helmet. You know, like Roman legionary helmet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take a guess and say this is what attacked.
With its weapons are a fork and a pitchfork and a knife.
Of course it is.
Of course.
Why do I feel like I'm not getting a joke here?
Any Power Rangers fan will know what's going on.
Yes.
This is
I'm unfortunately not that much of a
this is for my own amusement.
Of course it is.
And Eliza's.
Yeah.
Eliza gets it. I'll explain it after the game. And we begin.
Okay.
For now, Jen, just use the Thunderbird and Yeti Zords for attacks as part of the thing while I'm working on getting the Thunderstorm Megazord up and running.
Okay.
Just use their individual parts. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, I forgot to edit up the Megazord as well, so that still needs to be first done. We can just do this for now, yes.
Yeah, for now, just use your individual parts.
Yes. I just realized I didn't finish up the Megazord's weapons and stuff. That's my bad! And I'll be right back. I need to get something to drink. My throat's killing me.
Hey, everyone roll initiative then.
Okay then. Using the Zord parts.
Just the basic sword, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much use whichever sword has the best initiative.
That is a good question. Who does have the best initiative?
There you roll again.
Oh wow.
Wait.
You may need to put your initiative back because
Mm-hmm.
I hadn't cleared the turn order yet. So you're gonna have to re-add your initiative, people.
Okay.
Basically the same. But this time I went through.
I just realized I'm also gonna have to make the art for the Zord in the next one.
That'll be easier because we have a base for the swords in the next one, since reasons.
Okay, better enough.
with what that world's based on.
You say that, but I'm not good with mechanical stuff, if you haven't noticed.
True. Hey, is that everyone? Just Hayden. We're just waiting for Hayden now. Because Neko didn't pay attention to what I said.
Gotta click on your thing to add it to the tracker.
Hayden. Hayden.
Hold on, I've got access to his Zord. I can do it for him.
Let me work on getting the Megazords functioning like they should.
Hello?
Hello?
You need to click on your token to put it on the tracker.
I did, though. Where's it gone? I put it on there twice.
As we said, we had to remove it all because of bullshit that happened. So you need to do it again.
Oh.
Yeah, but that happened after things happened. That shouldn't have.
Yeah, I do it again afterwards, though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Alright then. So let's go.
And somehow I got the best initiative. What the fuck? Okay then.
Well, no, Hayden got 20.
Go laser.
Hayden points at the sword arm out and a laser shoots out.
I'm pretty sure that's from the tail.
Mhm.
Yep. Well, I assume he points at the thing and then the tail lifts up and fires out the laser.
Yeah.
You'll go.
Okay, let's see. I'm assuming the Cryptid Megazord hasn't been. Has the Cryptid Megazord been balanced yet, or
No,
No,
Alexa's
it
still
hasn't.
doing
I
that.
just noticed I hadn't balanced that one when I did all the other Zord balancing. I'm working on that right now.
Okay, so going in for a punch.
Yeah, so for now, just use your individual sword parts. Again,
What am I
hopefully,
planning on?
hopefully by season 2, we'll be able to, not be trash.
Yeah.
Well, this is the first season. It's all about us learning the system as well.
True. And that is 2 blunt damage to its face. Oh, why do I just imagine it leaving an impact, imprint? Ugh. Anyway, that's all I can do.
Next is Kaylee.
Okay, just going to do this.
Yeah, that's gonna do damage. That's gonna do numbers.
That will indeed do big numbers. It's not... Why do I say not... Oh, the dark mode is fucking up. 1 second. For some reason my thing turned itself to dark mode. Hey! The pig's turn. And it will... It's going to attack the main sword. What's your toughness?
Okay. Let's see Oh, right there. It's unbalanced. Let's see. What's the highest toughness out of ours?
Eliza, it attacks individual parts, right? In sword fights?
It attacks. Yes, it attacks the individual parts, which can damage them, or it can attack the base, which can damage all of the Megazord at the same time. But it does less. But it spreads the damage out evenly.
Alright then, it's just gonna do a gore attack. Then. So.
Oh god.
So yeah, you punch it. It went flying back into a building. Now it pulls itself out of a building. It starts smacking its hooven claws into the ground, and scratching at it, and then it just charges and slashes its fork-end knife into you.
Oh.
That is 4 damage split between the sword.
Okay.
Let's see. Everyone has 10 except for me, which has 11.
Yeah.
So spread out, that would be... Well, one of us would have to get 2. Which
Well,
I'm
because
fine.
That brings everyone down to 9.
Yeah, I'm fine taking the 2 if everyone... Okay, then.
Oh, and for context, this is what you guys are fighting. I put it in general.
Oh, let's see what we got here. I was expecting a full-blown pig, not a pig head. Still hilarious.
Yeah.
Most Power Rangers fans know who Punchy Pig is.
I'm sorry, that's his name?
Yeah.
Oh, that makes it even better.
Yeah, okay. I will attack the pig. The other Megazord is not ready yet. So I will... I'm just gonna go with my typical Thunderwing. And go for the slash across its back.
Hey, roll attack. As you slash across its back, you just hear an oinking sound. Eat bird with chili and mustard.
Disturbing. Yeah, can you describe the Megazords, by the way?
Feel free to describe the Megazord.
I don't know if you have... Yeah,
We do not have artwork.
Phil, since...
We do not have artwork for the Yeti sword, though.
That's fine.
This is for the normal Mega sword.
Mm-hmm.
Form the chest plate and the wings. And the belt.
For the other Zord, I think it's going to be the Yeti as like the main body of it, with like the Thunderbird wings imposed over it, sort of forming a sort of like an armored sort of wingsuit kind of thing over it. Like a metal chest plate, kind of reminiscent of the dragon mantle that the White Ranger gets. The wings on the back and like a helmet that's sort of gold accents.
That also critical.
It does.
At this round, goatmen appear and begin attacking. Giant goatmen.
The worst kind.
Hayden shall go first, though.
Necro, you are muted.
Oh, sorry. So, bunch of goatmen, right?
Some giant goatmen have shown up, yes. All around you.
Okay. So, I don't know if the others I was gonna have it, but I'm gonna do a big boom laser.
You should be able to hit 2 of the 4. With your big thing user.
Well, with the 20 by 20 area.
Yeah, because they're like, there's 2 on one side, 2 on the other side surrounding you.
Or I hit everyone.
That would involve hitting your friends.
Are you really gonna
Add
turn
myself.
the laser? Yeah, exactly. Do you want to do that?
Yeah, but the likelihood of just killing all the goats.
Just because it's a simulation doesn't make it hurt less.
I mean, it's strategic.
Yes, but
Necro, you're the D&D wizard who fireballs his own teammates.
Hey, okay, if it kills more enemies than allies, it works.
that doesn't change. That doesn't
Okay,
change.
if you're in a room filled with goblins and everyone can survive a fireball, you might as well fireball. You know?
Doesn't make it hurt less.
Yes, but nobody dies. No, I'm just shooting 2 of them, man.
Have you heard of third-degree burns?
So that's just 2, correct, Necro?
Yeah, just 2. Because everyone's complaining about laser burns.
You know, that would mean you're hurting yourself as well.
Oh, I'm very aware.
Okay.
Okay. First off, Hind has nuked himself in the past.
So Hing's a masochist. Gotcha. Add that to.
No, it's called strategic survival.
Add that to the information on him. Where does that affect his rankings, Pam?
It needs muted.
So was that effective range something? What?
Hayden's a masochist. So where does that affect his rankings?
It's strategic.
Oh, his ranking.
Yeah, on
It's strategic self-nuking.
On ability, where does masochist go on Pam's list?
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure she likes the guy who can take a hit.
Okay, what about a guy who likes taking hits?
It's not about lying taking hits, it's about the ability to.
That it's not masochism. So there we go.
The 2 goat men start beating down the Yeti sword. What is your toughness?
Toughness, I think it's 17. 17 on the Thunderbird, at least. Don't imagine the Yeti's any higher.
The Yeti is toughness of
19.
19.
Then, so only one of them gets through as it punches the back of the Yeti, and you get a bit of a shock as you take a whopping 2 damage after armor.
And that's spread between the 2 of you, I imagine, so...
No, it's aiming directly for the Yeti sword part.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, cool.
I'm guessing now it's my turn then.
Now it's your turn.
I could go for the giant pig. Or I could make an obligatory reference to a certain anime. I know which one Lilith wants me to do. God damn it. Wait, hold on, I've got something for this. Rocket Punch! One of the goatmen. Twamway.
Alright, that hits one of the goat men, causing them to
It is.
pop.
And there we go. That was your obligatory reference. Do not expect another.
Oh. Kaylee.
Yep, I'm just going to... do this. 1 second. Just gotta get over the right sheet. I have so many of these open right now.
What was that?
It's like kids.
I
Yes.
was about to say.
Sorry, my sounds like my family's getting ready to head out.
Ah.
So if you hear my nieces and nephews being loud, children are the worst.
I can understand that.
Where was that attack for, Eliza?
I'm doing it to one of the goat men.
Okay. And the last of the goatmen pop.
And now we've got the pig guy.
The pig stabs his fork into the ground, and then starts running up, then starts spinning up, then holding onto it, just starts spinning in a circle. Faster and faster and faster and faster.
Okay, well, this isn't a family barbecue. You don't need to do that. No one's going to be doing anything stupid with you.
And
I mean, aside being the Pope out of you.
and as he does it, all of you need to make a Sorry, let me just double read the rules. Yeah. Okay, you all have to make a evasion. What's everyone's evasion?
We're going off Big Boar. Oh my god. The Bigfoot or the character?
I assume the morphed sword, Eliza. I assume the mega swords use the best evasion.
The Megazord's evasion for the Cryptid Megazord is 17, and for the Thunderbird would be whichever one has the best one.
Yeah, it'd be 14.
Hey.
Okay, my evasion is. You said evasion, right?
This is for
Yeah.
your Bimex, so you're using your best, which is 16.
17.
Okay.
So all of you two go flying into each other, dealing 3 points of damage spread between your swords.
Out.
Ow! Thankfully, that's only one each.
1 each for you, 2 on one for Jen, and 1 on the other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll put the one on the Thunderbird. I'll put the one on the Yeti and the two on the Thunderbird. Bam.
Okay. Sorry. What's going on?
I believe it's the next person up. Which I believe is Pam.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yep. Cool. So it's just updating that. Yeah, and there's no more Goatman, so I'm gonna continuing into this.
Pig.
Yeah. So Thunder Ring Slash,
How'd you end it?
yeah, I'm trying not to give them too much like combat data on us. So if I can just sort of like very calmly weather like the last hit that it used, and then finish it with like a nice spinning slash, and just cut into it while stepping through, so it just explodes.
And what combat data? What makes you think they'll be recording this for any particular reason?
Uh-huh.
And with that, it ends. The pig explodes and the system depowers, and you will find yourselves back in the untransformed room.
Well, now we know that can work. That was a lot of fun, by the way.
It was weird being late, honestly.
I mean, you were quite literally carrying us.
Grace,
Yeah,
Grace,
shouldn't you be like a tail or something?
Kind of both, honestly. Technically, I'm also the crotch, so.
as you say that, Grace and a few guards come in. Well, Rangers, I hope you enjoyed your time here.
Yes.
Yes, it was most valuable. Thank you.
Happy to help. Well, we all want the same thing at the end of the day, to keep people safe.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And we'll hope we'll be able to do that in the future.
Indeed. Hopefully, hopefully the mail will finally, after doing this, the mail will finally let me actually be able to study the mist closer up. I hope you guys give very good feedback when you go report to him.
Thank you. We'll make sure we put in a good word.
Nods, and the guards then begin to escort you out.
Oh, the database ought to collect whatever he used to download the stuff.
They hand you back the drive.
Mm-hmm.
You're 100% sure they,
Copied everything.
Yeah. Like, there is no way. You know they did that because it's what you would have done.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, shouldn't be any harm done. Let's head back and prepare for what's next.
And you head back to the mayor. I assume for ease, we're going to just say you explain what happened to the mayor.
Yep.
And Jeff.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys can hang out in your little hidey hole. I assume Pamela's sitting on the phone.
Usually, yeah.
And you can discuss what to do next.
Okay. With that done, now we know how to work it.
Yeah, the next question is how the hell do we find the boss?
To be fair, we do have the consciousness of one of our spies, intelligence gatherers.
Both me and Pamela were literally living in their base not a few weeks ago.
Yep.
Yeah. So we should have exact area information.
Yeah, it's like this place a bit more run down.
Really? The only way I could see this place being more run down is, I don't know, maybe a bit more dusty. By the way, I doubt we'll be able to just get in our Zords and just trample their entire base of operations. I mean, that wouldn't exactly be sporting, and two, we wouldn't be in any enough danger for them to be called out. Silence.
I'm guessing that they'll have at least one or two monsters defending the place.
Yeah.
As long as we can get through before they summon Mother, then maybe we have a shot at like stopping this whole thing before it gets too bad.
Possibly. Just gotta make sure we get it done quickly.
Does Hayden and Alexa have any? No, Alexa. Hayden and Kelly have any views?
Not really.
Yeah.
Just it seems a little.
Excessive?
So,
I mean, what's supposed to do, really?
True.
Yeah.
I mean, if I can offer a plan,
That'd be lovely.
they don't know that you guys know where their base is. If you can sneak in, I can provide a distraction. Big distraction.
Be a good idea.
Sure you'd be up for it?
Oh, me and Thunderbird have some issues to work out, so yeah, I think we can handle it.
Yeah, I thought you already resolved them.
Oh, I don't mean with each other.
Okay. Yeah, with that, Alexa's grinning widely.
So, I show up, make a big noise. They go, oh no, the Yellow Ranger's back and they're even more badass now. How could this happen? Etc., etc. I beat the hell out of them. You guys sneak in and stop Mother, and I'll join you when I get the shot.
Okay then.
That's actually not a bad idea. Just be safe.
Okay, so for clarifications from myself, what's the full scope of this plan?
Yo goes in and distracts whoever's guarding it by making a bunch of noise. The rest of us sneak in and try and find out where they're try and get to where they're keeping Mother and attempt to stop. I think. Am I being correct in this so far?
Yeah.
And then when Yellow's done with the pile of mush that will soon be the guards, she'll join us.
Okay then.
I mean, it didn't look like they had a lot of forces on this side last time I checked. So, possibly, we can. I'm guessing that they'll have the two that were there before.
Jack and Assface.
Yeah.
I know she has a name, but I'm calling her Assface.
Without Lillian, I'm guessing that Assface is doing the heavy lifting and the ritual side. Which leaves me Jack. Either way, I'd expect boatmen inside. And maybe some of their nurses. But yeah, as soon as I can handle one, I'll join you inside.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you need help, use the communicator.
That's disgusting.
Who the fuck's watching YouTube?
Sorry, I think someone sent me something on thing, and when I clicked over to them, someone sent me something on Discord, and when I clicked over to them, it automatically started playing.
Yeah. Yep.
That's fine.
Video automatic play on set up on that.
And I don't normally I don't know why it decided to do it this time.
Oh. Weird.
Apologies.
That's fine.
I didn't hear anything, so.
So then we cut then to the woods, and you guys see in the distance, as you were hiding the tree line, old, not decrepit, but definitely disused manor house. And at the gate, someone that Pamela recognizes, a minotaur.
Okay. Oh, that's actually just funny. I don't think Pam even shows up in Ranger mode. Just as we can have that moment of recognition. Anyway. So yeah, when we see them at the gate before they can like see us, I would like to sort of like group up with the others and just sort of have our final bit. Okay, all clear on the plan?
Already.
Looks like some of the forces that they were getting on the other side have come through. Recognize that one. So I mean, hell, might be more resistance inside than you think.
You'd be okay taking him down?
Him I was scared when I was without powers. So I'm not too worried.
I agree.
So, yeah, I guess I'll catch you guys on the flip side.
Be safe.
Yeah. I'll give Alexa a handshake. Kelly a hug. And actually, no, I'll give Hayden a kiss on the cheek first, and then I'm not in my costume yet, but yeah, sure, why not? You don't know what I'm into. So,
fair enough.
and yeah, I'll be with Kelly and Doug.
Okay, I'm back.
Hey, welcome back.
My mom needs help with something.
They're just hugging Greenby. As far outside the manor.
Aye. The way we're gonna do this is,
and yeah.
Pam, I need you to roll me initiative.
Okay.
We'll use Kaylee for Kaylee, Alexa for nothing. And then I'll also roll initiative for the monster. Once you enter the monster, we'll give you some time with the monster. The monster will react, and then we'll see what the others do when they sneak. Yeah, people are okay with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
1 second, I didn't click the token. So I'll just resubmit that.
I want to say something, but I don't want to ruin everything and jinx it.
Do you want me to go with the 6 or the 18?
We'll go with the 6. Yeah, and as you you walk towards the monster, it recognizes you and just sees red and roars and instantly charges at you. Smacking you flying into a tree.
Ouch.
Pamela, it's your go.
She'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm going to stand up and absolutely batter it, I hope.
Sounds like you're morphing.
So, yeah, oh, there's that. So that goes 1 power point, yeah?
Yep.
Oh. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, when I stand up, I'll do the thing. Thunderbird might ready to strike. Okay, let's try that again.
And the rest of the group,
And matching attacks.
roll me a group infiltration.
Oh boy. Let's see. Infiltration. I have nothing in this. I don't know why I'm doing this voice. God damn it, I didn't even need to jinx it. It's already happening. Please get better than me.
Okay, let me roll my infiltration. And there's mine. Now you just have to wait for Hayden's.
Oh, right, sorry. I thought I rolled it already.
I don't see an infiltration from you.
Well, I thought I clicked it.
Let's see.
Yes, it's all right.
Carrying you two. I am carrying you two.
Me?
We're both 0. We're not sneaky.
As you guys,
By magic.
yep, you guys sneak past the fight, go into the thing, and you find yourself in a grand ballroom entrance to a manor house. Stairs leading up, a few doorways leading to the other directions, and one door that seems to be locked. That you assume is probably heads to a basement. Back
So do we.
Back to the Minotaur. The Minotaur runs towards our newly morphed friend and swings down an axe, missing because they rolled really bad.
Okay. So, yeah. Now I will Thunder Talon them. God damn it, Nappa.
Sorry, did I hear that right?
Yes, you did.
Did I hear the God damn it, Nappa?
Blame
I
Napa.
mean, yes.
Alright, back to the group. Where do you plan to go?
Should I just break down this door?
Try to pick it.
Do any of us have a lockpick?
Block my hand.
Get her down.
What? You?
Trying to find my sister. You think I wasn't opening up doors I wasn't supposed to?
You know, fair enough. I just stepped aside and gestured to the door.
Look.
Alright, roll me.
Oh.
Critical success.
You unlock the door.
I think we would have gotten better security for this place.
I'm really good at picking locks.
I say as the shadow of a monster just rises behind us.
Okay. The Minotaurs go. What's your toughness?
Toughness is 19.
You are now grappled in the Minotaur's arms.
Okay. Does that stop me from attacking?
No, just movement. If you want to move away from the thing, and you would be attacking as Snag.
Right, okay. Cool.
Disadvantage for, D&D terms.
Cool. So So, my soul strike is a shift. So I should have been using that before. But anyway, as the Green Ranger, when I'm attacking a single opponent, I can apply a dice shift. And yeah, so that's what I'll do. I think that should cancel out the snag. Yeah,
Yeah.
if I understand correctly. Oh, so I'll just keep rolling normally then. Wow. Wow, dice.
Mhm.
Alright. Back to the
Goodness.
others. You head down to the basement and you find nothing.
Mhm.
It is just
Mhm.
a basement.
Okay, I'm gonna go bullshit on this. There has to be something down here. She says as she starts looking around, feeling the walls for something like a loose brick.
Yeah, can I look around, see if I can spot anything?
Feel free.
Okay, awareness. Here.
This be an infiltration? Would this be survival or alertness? Oh yeah, alert. Okay, yeah, never mind. He found it.
25 critical success.
You have found a basement.
God damn it!
So there's nothing in the basement. We gotta look everywhere, somewhere else in here.
Well, they're not even using it for storage.
You know, if this is meant to be the opposite of our base, and ours is deep below the ground,
It might
why
be in
won't
the
they
attic.
be in the attic? Yeah, they might be in the attic. They're wasting our time.
Well, you were told by Pam and Lillian that it was in the basement before.
Yeah. They must have moved it somehow.
To be fair, it's the mist. Anything's possible.
And with that, Pam, you take 3 points of damage.
Okay.
Add your armor as
Mhm. Yeah.
as it begins to crush you.
Okay.
We find a Nazi werewolf. Where'd you find Dracula? In a basement. Oh, how poetic. We found him in an attic.
Terrible.
Pam, it's your go.
Yeah. So I was just double checking my armor, because it seems to have disappeared from my sheet. I believe I have 2.
I'll make it into a stream.
I can ignore that, sorry.
Oh, okay.
So, White Ranger, now that you are White Ranger, you should have.
So I'll attack with Thunder Talon just now. And yeah. Finally. Some good news.
You are dropped to the floor.
Okay.
Also, apologies for that. We said, oh, it might be in an attic. My mind immediately went to that.
Mm-hmm.
You have 2 armor, yes.
Back to our beloved infiltration squad. You are still in a basement.
Well, we might as well spread out and try to just look up above and anywhere else we can in this place.
They want to split up and look for clues.
Yes. Split up and look for clues.
As you split up, I assume you check the first floor first.
Yes.
You find
Might as well.
You find on the first floor a study with no books, a living room with a TV, some sofas, and whatnot, and a kitchen. Alright, back to the Minotaur.
Hmm.
And he misses. Pam, it's your go.
Okay. Yeah, we'll keep stabbing him until I win.
Very good
Until I
point.
win.
Yeah. So the good news is I now have a shift up. My soul strike.
Bad news, you can't roll more than a 1.
That's fine. I'm going to use capable of anything from my tragic backstory. Where once per scene I can reroll any die result of a 1. I get another shot.
Neat.
Useful.
Mm-hmm. 13. Just scraping by.
Indeed. The Minotaur backs up. As he's backing up, you bring up your weapon and you just cut the horn off his head.
Mm.
My horn! He yells out. Really not liking you. And even more so.
Just echoing from the mansion.
Yeah.
And the infiltration group, you guys... Sorry, go on, Pam.
Sorry, go on. No, it's fine. Keep on.
I have to say. But the infiltration group, you guys meet back up in the lobby.
Okay, nothing in there. Just a study with no books. I really
No
hope they.
food.
And then you're muted.
Hayden.exe has stopped working.
The last option is check upstairs, and if nothing's there, that means they somehow moved.
How it's made is playing on the TV.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
I'm just making a joke here.
There's music the entire time. Sorry, what did you say?
Why are you listening to music and not paying attention to the game, goddammit?
I'm not listening to music.
They asked you what you found when you investigated the downstairs.
Not much. Just a kitchen.
So the only option left is check upstairs, and if they're not there, that means they moved.
And as you check upstairs, you find Lillian's bedroom. Even got a selfie with her and Pam doing a little fashion show.
Okay.
You find a bathroom. And an arcade.
Wait, an arcade?
Yeah.
Is it functional?
Yeah, Lillian had to do something in this house when she, wasn't summoning monsters.
How does that work? Where's they get electricity from?
This house is fully operational.
Isn't it like in like this horrifying mist dimension thing?
No.
No. It's in suburbia.
Oh.
Who the hell's paying
Okay.
the electricity bill here?
Okay, so its own. Okay, so it's in its own horrifying dimension.
Yes, America.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's American suburbia.
Who the
Again,
hell's paying the
this
electricity bill?
this is where Lillian was living.
Huh. Okay.
I guess now the only option is the attic. If someone's able to reach the string thing to pull down the ladder, please do. I'm not that tall.
There is no attic.
What?
They moved. I'm gonna pull up my communicator and say they're not here.
And as you hear that, Pamela, you hear they're not here as you get hit in the chest by a hammer and take 4 points of damage. 2 rounded down because of your armor.
Okay.
as you go slamming into a tree.
Yeah. Did you get that, Lillian?
That's not
You
good.
want to think about where they might be?
I have no clue. Pam, it's your go.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna again stand back up. How's this Minotaur looking? Like,
Pretty beat up.
oh,
Can't help.
I'd like to try and intimidate it, please.
Sure.
Look,
Natural 20.
we can do this the easy way or the hard way. And I'm really enjoying the hard way, don't get me wrong. But I need to know where Mother's coming through.
Natural
And
20.
I'm tired of wasting time. So, how about you tell me where she is so as I can finish this up? I guess I'll roll intimidation.
Natural 20. Natural 20.
That is a 10.
Sadly, that was not enough to make it intimidate. So he just snorts and goes to charge you again. As the others get pretty much narratively, the
Hard
others,
way it is.
yeah, the others get out, come out. That's their turn, and the thing smacks you again, pretty much goring you with its one surviving horn, and you take 5 points of damage. So 3 in total.
Oof.
Down to 3.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I will solo strike it again. Fuck this guy.
Fuck that guy in particular.
Oh, I didn't.
Oh no!
I didn't. Never mind, it's fine. Yeah.
Well, you were just gored in the chest with a horn, you know. Understandable, you're not at max skill.
Mm-hmm. Terrible. Terrible, terrible.
You guys gonna jump in? Or are you gonna let Thunder
I'm
deal
gonna
with this?
Then
I'm gonna walk up behind this thing,
name.
tap it on the shoulder, tap it on its back since I don't think I can reach its shoulder, and then jump and punch.
You're,
I suppose he's just going to keep looking then.
you punch it unmorphed. What's Hayden looking for? You're outside the
I
house.
thought we went in morphed.
You did not say you went in morphed.
Huh.
Or at least I did not hear you say that.
Yeah, I see we were both too, honestly.
Okay, you know what? Fair enough.
If you did, then remove your power points and then punch the thing.
You know, I'll use a PowerPoint to morph now, which I'm pretty sure takes up my turn.
No,
You know what?
if you guys are all 100% agreeing that you would have morphed, I'm not going to be an asshole and say no. So, yeah, just remove the PowerPoint now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you know, fair enough.
I go with group consensus for this shit. This isn't
Okay.
VTM.
Yeah, it was. It was my understanding that Pamela was approaching unmorphed mostly so she could do this bit with the Minotaur, where it would have the opportunity to recognize her. But yeah, for the others, I think they were going in morphed.
Okay. Either way, giving it a punch. That.
Can I still
And
as Alexa tries to punch it? I can shoot it.
Yeah. Well, she punches and misses, so feel free to shoot.
Okay. One volley shot coming up.
Yeah, that tap on the shoulder kind of screwed me. I tried to be flashy.
Let's see. One second. I just want to check something really quickly. Ooh, volley shot is better right now. You know why?
Why?
3 shots. So here comes 3 shots. Fur?
How do you win this thing?
The shot. So I'm gonna have it tell you the shot like rips off the side of its head with the other up with the whole still intact horn, causing the horn to fly in the air and stab itself in the head.
Yeah. And as it crumbles away into mist, the sky goes black and dark. And in the distance, over the city, a red beam appears. And this is where we will end for the evening.
Ah, shit.
Oh boy, Sky Laser.
And as every Marvel movie teaches us, Sky Laser means it's near the end.
Mm-hmm.
And next week we will finish this, hopefully. Unless, we
Alright.
get ill for another month.
Yeah.
Please don't say that.
I hope my players had fun. No.
I
Yeah.
enjoyed